Lebanon is a little gem located on the eastern coast of the Mediterranean Sea. Indeed, a little country with significant problems. Over the past 3 years, Lebanon has experienced severe crises, from COVID-19 pandemic to Beirut port explosion, and not to mention that Lebanon is in the midst of the world's worst economic collapse since 1850s, which caused the Lebanese pound to lose 90% of its value and people's money to disappear. In addition to the old and new waste management and electricity crisis. Do you remember the river of garbage that went viral several years ago? Yeah, that was in Lebanon as well. The municipal solid waste management in Lebanon is characterized by corruption, lack of human resources, appropriate infrastructure, and insufficient technical capabilities. Similarly, in the electricity sector, the Lebanese government has never been able to supply its people with 24-hour electricity. Currently, it's less than an hour a day, and in certain areas, there's no electricity at all, which put additional pressure on the people, especially after the war in Ukraine and the increase of prices of gas and fuel. Can you imagine how bad is the environmental condition in Lebanon? According to WHO, the pollution in Beirut exceeded 3 times the environmental standards. And according to NABIO, Lebanon is the 5th most polluted country in the world, with the pollution index above 93%. Because we believe in our country and that the young people have the power to shape and address such issues, we found a solution in the problem itself.
Biosetter is a group of environmental, renewable energy and chemical fresh graduates who deployed their time and experience to solve the aforementioned challenge. Biosetter system depends on waste to energy technology to produce renewable clean energy and biofertilizers from organic waste. Our solution is simple but science-based technology on taking as an input organic waste such as animal manure and household food waste and putting them in the digester tank where biological digestion happens, and then as a product we will have biogas that can be used for electricity, heating or cooking, and the slurry outlet will be used as biofertilizer.
To assess the feasibility of biogas, we conducted a spatial analysis using GIS and remote sensing to map the biogas potential all over Lebanon. The findings shows that biogas has the potential to supply the country with 9 terawatt-hour, which represent 50% of Lebanese electricity consumption in 2019, according to IEA data.
Currently, we are implementing 3 prototypes on 3 different farms to assess the physiochemical properties of the local feedstock and provide the farmers with 3 to 4 hours of cooking gas and soil conditioner for their plants.
Biosetter Lebanon aims to achieve sustainable development goals. SDG 2 by soil restoration, nutrient recycling, and biofertilizers for increased crop yields. SDG 3 by replacing biomass-based fuels in order to reduce indoor air pollution. SDG 6 by odor control and reducing the organic waste thrown into the rivers as a traditional way to dispose the waste. SDG 7 by reducing reliance on fossil fuel. SDG 9 by reducing industries' reliance on the government and increasing self-sufficiency and energy generation. SDG 13 by reducing CO2 emissions, replacing chemical fertilizers in agriculture, reducing methane emissions from landfills, and limiting deforestation. And finally, SDG 15, continue with waste production and energy generating cycles.